We're like fitting in our recordings after our day jobs.
Yeah.
This is our part-time hobby.
It is. Hopefully full-time someday. Who knows where it'll take us. I'm actually excited to talk about this. We have talked about doing this topic for some time.
Let's just say it. Let me just say it because you know how much I love to say it.
You say, what is our episode today?
50s fucking fabulous.
And we're going to dive into what is so fabulous about being 50 because we think it's important to talk about the good, the bad, and truly the ugly about being 50, right?
Yes, God, the ugly.
Oh, it's a change, right? But, and when we have talked about doing this, it made me remember a show, and this is really going to age us, but we're in our 50s, so it doesn't matter. Back in 1992, if anybody recalls, there was a show that came out, Death Becomes Her. And it was Goldie Hawn.
How old was I? I was 22.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, okay.
Okay. I just wanted to put some context to myself as I'm processing that year.
I was 25.
Okay.
Well, no, I had to be a little bit older. Anyway, Tasia was born in 90, so we're old. Anyway, this show came out. Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep, who are two of my favorites. I love them.
And together, they're like...
So great.
Yeah.
And Bruce Willis. And what the whole theme of the show is about, to live forever. And it was all about beauty and you want to be young forever.
Vain.
Yes. Yeah. But I don't think it's changed. I don't know if it's gotten better or worse. I don't know what people would think if it's gotten worse now. I do know people are getting surgeries and different things younger.
Well, 50, come on. 50's the new 20. Okay, maybe that's pushing it. 50's the new 30.
That is so pushing
So I would say 50's the new 30.
Uh-huh.
But, when you think about it that way, so you go back into the 90s, I don't think you really saw a lot of Botox or what the plastic surgeries were that were taking place to kind of capture that youth again. Yeah. And today, it's like all over the place.
Yeah.
And so when I say 50's the new 30, you can get that and accomplish that with a lot of that work. But I think we're younger just in general.
I agree.
Now than, we were back in the 90s, or at least that generation.
Yeah.
That, some of us, not all of us, but some of us are more active, which I think helps keep us younger. And I don't know. I feel like we're doing things that kind of capture that youth in us more than we did back then. But I don't know. I was in my 20s then, so I can't speak for that generation.
That is so true. But out of all of us, let me just remind you, not too long ago, who got ID'd when we went into the bar?
Okay, well.
At 50 years old, you got ID'd. You could pass for, out of all of us, you could pass for being in your 20s.
That's sweet and that's kind, but
it's true.
Less and less and less the case.
It's true.
And I think I did one of those age things, which really, I was upset. At Lagoon, where you could go and they guess your age.
Yes.
And you win something if they get it right. You go stand up and they've got this whole...
Yeah.
You know what
or
I'm talking
your
about?
weight.
At Lagoon. Yeah, your weight.
Who the hell does that?
Or your age.
Anyway.
So I chose age because I was so confident there was no way the guy was going to guess my age.
Uh-huh.
But it didn't dawn on me that my 6 kids behind me were going to freaking give away some part of my age.
Yeah.
And so I asked him after he didn't guess younger. I don't even say what he guessed. But I asked him, and I think he kind of pointed to my chest. So I was probably in my 30s. I was already having the signs of the aging.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's
asshole.
It was not your chest. It was the kids he was counting. I don't know that.
I think it ruined the rest of my Lagoon day. I think I obsessed over that for the next
oh my gosh.
6 hours.
Well, we want to, because there's so many things we laugh about. And we have learned if you don't laugh, you might cry about some of this stuff, right?
Yes.
So me and our friends make fun of Christy because your font on your phone is the biggest font I've ever. It's like this big on the.
And when we say that, it's the 50s, but that shit happened in my 40s.
Yeah. So I want to say to all our younger listeners, and, we tell our daughters this too, embrace. And I was told this by my mom, embrace your skin. Embrace
Your
where you're
eyesight.
at, your eyesight,
Your hearing.
So you don't realize what you have until it's gone. And I always say it's all downhill from here. It's not like it's getting any better. We're on the other side.
There's things that get better, but let's just talk about our bodies. So here's the things. Your eyebrows are going to go away.
And your eyelashes. and your head. Your hair.
Your hair's falling out. Your lips like go away. The readers, oh my God. So I don't know about you, but you don't. I'm looking around here and I don't even see it, but I have a pair of readers in every single room. And my font is on triple size. I was sitting on the plane 2 weeks ago and I'm sitting in the middle of these two guys. And I remember you or Laura making fun of my phone because you could read it from across the room. And I'm sitting on the plane and I'm texting and I'm like, oh my God, the two guys next to me, they don't even need to try to read what's on my phone.
And they're like, we already know who you're talking to.
We can see everything you're saying. Oh, look, she's sexting. Look at her.
Okay, that's one thing you don't do. Now, I should take that back. I'm going to say I don't. You could, and there are many women, I'm not saying, but there would be no nude pics from me. Let's just be clear.
Oh, hell no.
No way.
Hell no. Hell to the no. That would not happen.
But to our younger counterparts, like if you could heed or listen to anything.
Embrace your body.
Embrace
love it.
And
celebrate it. And that's not to say we're not celebrating our 50s because we're so in a different place. But we're not going to go to there because we've done that in other episodes. So the readers are like one right now that is just, it's killing me. And have you ever like tried to like cook with a recipe and you're like taking your readers on and off? I mean, that's pure hell. Let's just be honest. That's just me. I know we talk about me not cooking.
Yes.
But when I do cook.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. How often do you have to read a recipe?
I have to follow a recipe. And that's a chore you have readers.
Oh my hell. Well, and Christy, you turned me on to orthopedic slippers. Okay, how pathetic is that?
Okay, they're the best. Let's just give Vionic a shout out. Yeah. And we don't even have a sponsor, but Vionic, Vionic, are the best purchase. So when you say, if you find some massive win in a shopping experience or purchase, you share that shit with your girlfriends.
Oh my gosh,
if you have a big win. So
that's
here you
the
go.
Rule. That's the
Vionic slippers, and they're not like cutesy, but they're not they're not ugly, and they're so comfortable. I wear them everywhere, and my feet don't hurt.
They are awesome.
We could also do a shout out for the readers. Do you remember?
Oh yes, those are bunny eyes.
Bunny eyes are two women.
Yes,
that thought it would be really helpful to have readers that automatically adjusted so you didn't have to keep taking them on and off your face.
So if you're getting a pedicure and you're reading a magazine, you actually can flip them up. If you're a reader, you can flip them up and not have to take them all the way off to look at somebody else or tilt them down. And then the arms actually come down. So if you lay in bed and read on the side, you can move the arm. And they're awesome, aren't they?
They're amazing. I love them. And they have tons of styles for men and women. So there you go. Yeah. We just plugged
two people.
Bunny eyes.
Yeah. Bunny eyes.
And Vionic.
Oh my gosh. Love them. Well, and I was going to say there's so many things we could talk about. So do you have plastic surgery? Do you not? Do you have an eye lift? Do you not? Do you get Botox? Do you not? Like, I support, if women want to do it, I think it's awesome. But for me personally, I go through that battle of
what you should do. Or
do I really want to do it? The crepey skin? Well, what the hell with the crepey skin?
I don't even know. I can't even start there. I'm scared because I see it. And for whatever reason, I've been tagged somehow, some way, because everything on social media shows me crepey skin. So what is that
you
about?
Googled it. You Googled something. Yes, and it's following you. Or you've talked about it.
Why? Do they just know? What was I going to say? So we were talking about like Botox and getting all that work. So I'm kind of like a fan of Botox. Get the Botox. Do it, go as hard as you want or go as soft as you want. I say I love all of it. The one that I'm kind of nervous about, which I feel like I need, and you're going to laugh and smack me, is, the whole lip, like a little bit around my top lip. But I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'll do it because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me nervous that I don't want to like transform into.
You don't want to do that. I
No.
know. We don't. You don't want to be fake. Because I think women are far more beautiful if you age
In their natural,
gracefully.
beautiful
yeah,
self. Yeah.
because if you don't look like the same person,
Yeah.
it changes you. But I look like I've been a smoker. I've never smoked in my life.
Oh my
I don't
God.
do straws anymore just because of the whole lines right
Oh,
there.
see, that's a thing we
It's-
can learn.
don't do
Okay,
straws.
So don't do straws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forego the straws.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not helping with shit, but
Whatever.
forego the straws.
Whatever.
The other thing, the funny thing is flappy arms. The flappy arm.
We have talked about this because you are like in this flappy arm hell where you keep going, I don't know what to do about it. Like you keep talking about it.
I'm working
You're
out.
obsessed.
I'm lifting weights. Like I feel muscles building,
Well-
but there's still this thing underneath.
And I'm telling you,
Like, where did that come from? Like, what happened?
I'm telling you that it's working. What you're doing is working.
oh my
You're
God.
getting the toned arms, but I don't know. I think that it's like, here I am. I'm for those of
You
you
look awesome.
that are listening, I have it. I'm showing
No, you're
Deanna
not.
right now. I'm showing her my
Okay,
flappy
well-
arms.
Just know I'm going to be 55 this year, so I'm ahead of you. So I'm 4 years ahead of you. So that's what happens. That's what you have. You're welcome. That's what you have to look at.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I know. That's the wording. But okay, I heard a new word the other day. And my new word is called peasing. Do you know what that is? Do you know what peasing is? It's a noun.
I'm thinking, let me just give me a minute. Let me think. Peasing. Okay.
Peasing. It's a new word.
I'm going to go with something that has to do with peeing. Oh my God! Peeing and sneezing.
That's my new word.
Peeing and sneezing.
Yes, and that's what happens. So, see, we are really, if we don't laugh, we will start crying. That's the truth.
Well, we pee when we cry.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
That's true too.
So,
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Betty White. I love Betty White. And she did a quote. She said, the older I get, the better I was. And I love that.
so she's basically, what I love about that quote is she's saying, like what you just talked about, totally honor and embrace where you are when
Yep.
you're in your younger years,
Yep.
even though, 50's the new 30.
Yes.
Just-
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. But we're going to say, I also have this funny book about getting older. And I was trying to find, there's so many funny quotes in here because we're laughing about all we haven't even touched on hormones. There's so much we
Okay,
haven't
well,
touched on.
All right. How many of you, I know that I can count all of my girlfriends
Uh-huh.
in our girlfriend group that are over 50.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I should probably rephrase that.
Yes.
Have peel boxes.
Oh, God.
I am not there yet. I'm not there. I refuse to do it, but I know, and I'm not going to say names.
We know. Well, hey, I have one now. I'm going to show you my
You have
book.
a pill
I'm going
box?
to show you. I'm so proud of it. It's so much easier.
You've
To
got your
organize
pill
the
box.
week
What are
and-
you organizing in
Yeah.
your pill box?
Oh, my hormone
me.
pill. That's what it is. It's hormone
Do you
stuff
have your
and
vi-
vitamins. Like I take turmeric. I take omegas, that kind of stuff.
So you got
Vitamin
your
D.
vitamins
So I have vitamins
and
in
you got
there
your
too.
hormones.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, just shoot me full of hormones.
I think it's freaking hilarious. Okay, so next year for Christmas,
Yeah, you want a pill box?
I'm gonna no.
I'll buy you one.
Bitch. No, I'm gonna get you guys customized pill boxes.
Mine does need to be a little bit bigger. Like serious.
Oh, so that you could read the letter on it what day of the week.
No, so it holds all the pills. That's the
She's like,
problem.
I need to know what day of the week is on my pill
God.
box.
Oh my hell. This is you. Alcohol giving you some of the best times you'll never remember.
Oh my God,
Just
that's
you.
totally me. Because if we ever have a couple of glasses of wine, you have to tell me like the next day. I think that has to do with hormones and my
I do
50s
too.
along with wine. So
Yeah.
usually you'll text me in the morning and say, remember you committed?
You committed.
You committed.
You committed. Now this talks about, we don't recover like we used to. That's another thing. We don't recover like we used to.
No, I just actually read a thing on, we're talking about hormones, where women, like when we wake up in the morning, we have more aches and pains in our joints.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And that's a hormonal thing.
really?
That's not necessarily, well, okay, yes, it's getting older. But if your hormones are balanced,
Uh-huh.
it minimizes that. And so I get up in the morning and walk downstairs, and of course I put my bionic slippers on before I even leave
because
my
you
bedroom.
Can't walk. Your feet
I
are
can't
so
even
bad.
walk.
She's only 51 and she can't walk.
And I'm like stiff. My hands are stiff. My knees are
Yes.
stiff. My feet hurt.
Yes.
And so I saw an article. I was having my coffee and I saw an article that talked about if your hormones get balanced, that kind of it minimizes that. So I feel like there's a light out there for me right now. Maybe
there's a light.
Maybe I can navigate that better. Because Kenny's like, babe, you're 50. You are walking like you're 80.
Well,
I don't know.
Some things are genetic. I do think we know that. And some things, I mean, you are working out, you're taking care of yourself. We're all trying to be better and take care of ourselves. But sometimes, things happen and we just don't have control.
I think it's hormones. So note to self, for those of you that maybe are feeling that, maybe you need to get your hormones in balance.
We all, us and all our girlfriends that I know.
And while you're at it, don't forget to buy a pill box.
Buy the damn pill box. I'm still iffy on surgery. So that's a little iffy for me.
Have you done anything?
No, I mean, I've done Botox.
Okay.
I've done Botox, but like I'm like you, I'm afraid. I see people who have had really great surgery and they look beautiful. And I've seen some where I don't recognize them and I don't feel like it added to their beauty because I feel like they were so beautiful before.
Yeah.
And we have friends of all ages.
Well, I think
I think, hey, do whatever makes you feel better about yourself. For me personally, I'm also trying to embrace the other side of getting older. I'm so grateful. I truly do this every day. I have a gratitude journal, but I'm also grateful that I'm healthy. Look, I would have loved to have, who's the country singer who I think is beautiful, blonde hair. She's the biggest country singer. Oh. Why can't I think of her name? It's Carrie Underwood.
Yes.
Thank you.
God, her legs.
She has got amazing legs.
I have a crush on Carrie Underwood.
Like, I would love her legs. Look, I have never had her legs. I'm never going to have her legs. Even if I get down to the weight she has, my legs won't look like Carrie Underwood's now that I'm 55. Even if, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I'm learning to appreciate that I'm healthy. I think that's the beauty as you get older. You start appreciating things.
Well, and thinking back about what your body has done for you in the last 50 plus years, wherever we are, 60, 70, 80. Like we had an episode that talked about that and thinking about all the things your body got you through. Yes. So I think that's another part of 50 that we kind of can look back and celebrate. But
well, I want it because we were talking about the funny side of 50, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of jokes and there's a lot of humor and you have your 50th and you seem to have a blackout party, black balloons and you're over the hill.
Yeah.
But I saw these wise words on getting old. It says, technically, if you count at my age in dog years, I'm already dead. Saying that, I do avoid all those natural health foods. I need all the freaking preservatives I can get. I just wish my head would sort itself out. This is me right here. You see my mind saying, I'm in my 20s. And my body is saying, yeah, you wish. Here's some advice for those of you who, like me, are over the hill and are now gathering speed as we hurtle down the other side towards that long dirt nap.
Oh my God. Okay, so naps.
Naps.
I love
a good
nap.
I do
love a good nap.
I do too. I have always loved naps, so I'm a napper. Well, I could be. It's not that I get to.
We don't get to.
But I love it. Okay, so we've talked about the funny stuff, which we've talked about most of it. Peeing our pants, can't cough and sneeze.
Can't cry and sneeze.
The crepey skin, the eyesight, the hormones. We haven't even got into sex, trying to cover all the parts up and trying to be sexy and like they're not going to see it all. We don't do nude pics. We've talked about that. UTIs, that's a whole different thing.
That's a thing.
As you get older.
That's a thing in your 50s.
What the hell was
Did anybody tell us that?
Nobody told me that. I don't.
Well, so the UTIs, but going back to the Botox, I'm looking at a lot of women that are in their 30s that are doing Botox as preventative. Is that a thing?
I don't know. They're so beautiful. They say it is, but maybe it's
true. I look at them and think, why are you doing Botox? You're 30 and you're beautiful. Anyway,
I know.
I'm digressing, but I think that, what were we talking about? What was that we were talking about? I've already forgot.
We're just talking about plastic surgery and all of that. But we've talked about what we say is we make fun of and laugh. And with all our girlfriends, we all do the jokes and we all talk about it. Because you can go have a night of dancing now and you can't walk the next day. So that's one big difference. You can't recover like you did before.
Let's just like really dial that in. If we have a night where we're just all laughing, we wake up sore the next day. So that was a great night. We laughed so hard. And now we can't move.
Now we can't move. But now we want to switch it to, we want to talk about the beautiful side of 50, right? And we have friends that are 65. We have friends that are in our 70s. We have friends in their 50s. We have friends in their 40s and 30s. Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love that women embracing women and supporting women of all ages. It doesn't matter. But what is the best thing about being 50? Because on your Turn the Mic on Christy, you talked about, Scott asked you a question.
Yeah.
When did you think you had it, or when do you feel like was it confidence or coming into your own? Do you remember your answer?
He did. And I think I was like, today.
You did. You said now.
It's now. And so I would say the beautiful thing about 50 for me, because, it happens sooner than later and some it happens even later, is that at 50, I just felt like I just got so much more comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
I started to ask more questions about what I wanted, what things meant to me, and how to honor myself more and really being true to myself. And that didn't really happen until the last couple of years. So I think, as I mentioned in that episode, that sometimes we really become our best selves in our later years.
Yes, no question.
We learned so much. We know what we want. We know what we don't want. And for those in their 50s that are single and you feel like you're, competing against those younger women, I think there's so much to be said about a woman that freaking knows what she wants.
100%.
The experience she has, the maturity, the wisdom,
the confidence,
attractive to men. And so,
what you say that, I remember a group of friends, this has been probably 8 to 10 years ago, a group of male friends in the industry that we work in. We were having this very conversation. And two of the men that were there and in their 40s said, you know what the most attractive thing about middle-aged women, and they were meaning in the 40s at the time, I know, is they said they're more confident, they're more secure, and they have a more sexy presence because of that. And I thought, wow, that's really powerful, because you think they're all just looking at these young, hot bodies. But they said that's not necessarily sexy. Yeah, it's beautiful. But what really shines as sexy to them is somebody who's even confident in their sexuality, which Dr. Juliana talks about. All of that, which I thought was so great. But
we're not dismissing that, 20s, 30s, 40s, that you're not confident.
Oh, hell
we're just saying that, based on kind of like what we've seen through our own personal lives, is that we gain more of that the older we get. And I think, maybe we had some confidence in our 40s, but I don't know. I would say 50s has been 50s. I'm 50. I'm going to be 51.
She's 50.
I'm 51 in June. Let's have that conversation.
Oh my hell.
I think I do feel so different than I did in my 30s and 40s.
I 100% agree. And I would also say the thing I love about it is I learned so much from people in their 20s and 30s and 40s. I know we work with so many women I work with so many powerful women that are young and they're confident and they're smart. And I love what I learned from them. And I hope they can learn something from me too. But man, you never stop learning. And they add so much to my life, as well as the people ahead of me. And I appreciate that too. But you're right. The confidence, I say for me, it's the comfort, the confidence, the beauty of learning to appreciate what I do have. It's been a process. I've always worked on gratitude, but I think now I'm really, I can look in the mirror and instead of trying to, oh my gosh, I don't like what I see, when you get out of the shower and the mirror's freaking right there.
Yeah.
I have to look at my body and go, I'm so grateful I'm strong. I'm so grateful I'm healthy. and that I've been given a body that's carrying me through this life. I don't have an illness. I don't have any of that. And my hair's getting thinner and the wrinkles and the jowls.
Oh, I know.
Oh!
I know.
Anyway, with all that, I still think there is so much beauty that comes.
Yes.
That it's not, but we focus on more of the internal beauty, not the external in other people.
I wake up in the morning and I am so grateful that my body can make it down to the gym and get on my Peloton and turn on Cody Rigsby.
Go Cody. He's awesome.
Go Cody.
I love
And
Cody.
I can make it through a 20-minute workout.
No shit.
Of his.
Oh, I'm working on the 30s. Man, the 30 minutes kill me.
I'm being like, I'm putting light into it. No, but the reality is
Yeah.
my body's making it down 3 flights of stairs to
I
go
know.
on Peloton.
Well, we just wanted to have the discussion that there is space to embrace the beauty and laugh at the 50s or laugh at the, we would love to have, we talked about having girlfriends on here again who are of all ages, because don't let it stop you from enjoying life. Don't get hung up, because the truth is, even though we make fun of it and it is hard, we look at the beauty of the person far more than we look at their exterior beauty. We really do. Like, I don't look at any of my friends. I mean, we have so many beautiful girlfriends.
And I think it shifts, because we, maybe some of us in our younger years, we weren't that deep. And as we've grown and matured, we have a more appreciation for who we're surrounding ourselves with and the deeper version of people.
Yeah.
No, I think that's another beautiful part of being older.
Yeah.
I almost said like elderly.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And on that note, no, the relationships, there's so much beauty and there's so much to be thankful for. And I just want to say, though, to all the younger listeners, truly, if you could take any advice from older women, is truly embrace where you are, love where you are. You're beautiful. Your body's beautiful. Embrace it and just enjoy, because the true beauty in a person is what's inside. It really is.
It is. And I would say, I'm going to echo the episode that we dropped, episode 11, where we talk with Ruby Dahl.
Oh, yes.
And we talk about if we could write a letter to our 20 or 30-year-old self. And I think we even talked about your 16-year-old self.
Yeah.
And what would we say today to that person? And so for those of you that didn't listen to that episode, go back and listen to that episode, because we feel like it's a pretty powerful episode. But it really talks to, what would I tell my 30-year-old self today? And that would be open, embrace every minute. Don't have so many expectations on yourself, because there is so much that's going to happen in the next 20 years.
Yes.
And try to enjoy the journey of all of that.
100%. Cheers to that, girlfriend.
Cheers.